Hello, Sam here from Trade to Prosper to give you a crypto update on injection or ANG and continue on from my last post of 4 weeks ago, and while we are still bullish. And this is a screenshot of what I was talking about back then. If you look at that, we said it's away 3 to 4. It's actually a bit of a correction there, but either way you will see what I was saying. I have higher highs, but now I'm having another review and I'm going to give you a more convincing target, I suppose. So that's what I have at the moment. What's taking place is this harmonic. It's a Gartley harmonic, and if we were to apply the Gartley harmonic in two ways, we probably can come up with an answer. Right, so what we're doing is elite wave 1, 2, that's a complex one, wave 3 and 4, and if you look at this, it's sometimes, and usually when price goes up, it pulls back to a support level, and this is a nice support level, and we had that, and that's when I was talking about it at the time. What we had was we had a rally and an ABC, and then a pullback, and now we've got this symmetrical triangle, and now that's likely to go. And the measured move for that symmetrical triangle, if we play that out, that symmetrical triangle is there. So that's our first target, give or take, with these Fibonacci. And you can see what's there as well from a fib level. Let's have a look. It's our 0.78 there. So if you look at that whole structure from there to there, that's a major fib, and it's likely to find this neckline as a resistance for this formation. So let's just get rid of that, and let's look at a closer time frame, and we'll look at the indicators as well. Let's get rid of this. Every time I click on it, it's just annoying. So if this formation is taking place, and it does seem to be the case, a triangle or a bar, you can see how it retested, back tested, and now it's going up. This is, if we equate the top to the bottom here, we have these Fibonacci's. However, if we were to incorporate the bottom one and the top, then we have higher values. So if this is our original target, give or take a bit, that's our target 1. This trend line I'll talk about a bit later. Just give me a sec on that. Get rid of that, just making a bit of noise. That is definitely the previous all-time high, and this is wave 4 to 5. There's another way of doing this. So we do it from there, swing high, swing low, and the 618, so perfectly, that's where we're going to get resistance. We'll get resistance here. If this is a Wyckoff reaccumulation, this is a shakeout area, so it will be volatile. So that makes sense for reaccumulation. And then once we break so it might come back down and then move back up. So if you find a good entry, that was the best entry, double bottom. So we talked about it here, and makes sense. That was the second time to buy. So if that's our move there, from there to there, but we have this also harmonic, the harmonic target is there as well. So we have that target, we have the measured move for the triangle, then we've got the harmonic one there, and then we have this level here. So those are the targets that I have with this move for wave 5. Initially, this is definitely going to be resistance because of the previous top. However, I think we'll get past it. Hold on. If it does a decisive move above and then comes back down, then that's a good entry. Otherwise, if it gets a resistance, look for the pullback, and one of these levels might be the case where you enter. There'll be an accumulation below resistance before it breaks up, and then I'll be looking for taking profit here and then probably shorting there. The bigger picture, so this is going to be a strong resistance level, definitely. So that's where you take profit. You might even short it, and it will come back down, and that's why a Y5 could potentially go higher. We've got these ones as well, based on another way of looking at it, and again, it equates to that previous level. So, but in the bigger picture, and this is where I want to get back to, the bigger picture, the macro, what's taking place. This is a remnant of a bump and run structure. So we have the capitulation, W, and then up. And what tends to happen is the bar. So this is the bump and run strategy. This is likely to, so it is going high. And based on this strategy, this is the major target where it touches, and then where it starts from. So we have these two targets here, and Y5 is pretty much there. So I like the fact that this is taking place. The trend line is going to be important, and this is where I think this is going to come into play as well, potentially. Just keep an eye on it, but you can see how Y5 comes directly. So if this was to come, Y5 is going to hit that trend line, and potentially we get a double top or a further high, but it is lining up even with this rising wedge. So here's going to be difficulty, especially there. We had it there, very strong resistance, and we haven't passed it since. So this is going to be a strong resistance level. I'll be looking to short, high leverage, and just this is a good area to. That was a good opportunity. It's still there. However, once we get there, don't know how it's going to come crashing down, but that's what I'm thinking at the moment. This rising wedge, and there is that smaller possibility. But let's look at the indicators to see what that's telling us from a bigger picture perspective. So what do we have? This is a 4 hour. I want to go to the daily. So definitely bullish, and you can see that was a breakout there, right there. That was a breakout move. Using the wave trend, this is nice. So when we start to get to these tops, you can see how this red level is the critical level. If we get a turning point, if we start turning here, then it's likely to come down. But if it does this, then it's great. We're going to continue on. But when we get to these overbought conditions, expect sometimes it's easy to read like this, but sometimes it just goes sideways, and if it goes sideways, then it's going to continue to go up. So this indicator is helping us out as well. If I was looking at the RSI, let's see what the RSI does. Sometimes they all give different perspectives. Okay, so RSI shows that very similar actually. That was our breakout. Back test the RSI, so that was a good entry. And now we're going up. Previous highs, so we're above 50% on the daily, and we're going up. And this harmonic is actually nicely represented by this triangle. How nice is that? Beautiful. And yeah, I would continue to look high for injection. Is it an AI? I'm not sure. I forgot about that. But yeah, I'm looking for more highs to come. And long term, if we were to think about the macro, I don't know if we talked about it before, but I'll be looking at these levels with the Fibonacci, possibly 1.618. So from here to there, 900, yeah, it could probably go much more. This is the early stages, and what I expect, or what I'm thinking is, looks like left shoulder, head, and if this was to continue on and find these levels as a resistance, we'll probably do the head, right shoulder, and the macro move from there to there. Just thinking out loud, Depends on there. We could play out that long term as well. We've got these golden ratios, so we need to look at that as well. This could, can it go that high? Play out this, or just play out this other formation. Golden ratio, yeah, it might just get stuck at one of these Fibonacci's. These are the ones that are realistic, because if we were to measure from here to there, that's still, you know, geez, a few thousand X, right? Currently it's at 40 cents, and I'm looking in the, I'll play it conservative, and I'll look at $56 to $87 for now, based on this Fibonacci. 2.618 might be the one. If this goes parabolic, so what we're looking for, parabolic moves. If this was to continue, so we might just say, okay, line in the sand, let's see if this goes parabolic. This is base 1, this is base 2, base 3, base 4, yeah. I'll be looking for this range at the moment. And if it's playing this, if it turns out to be inverted head and shoulders, then damn it, it could go in the hundreds. Wishful thinking at this point. So I'm leaving it at that. Please give me a like and share. Talk to you soon. Cheers.